Welcome to Planting Joy Garden. Today I will be harvesting some summer squash, also referred to as yellow squash. Um, I grew this variety. It's called the Dixie Hybrid. I actually planted, as I noted on the pack, on August 15th, and I'm harvesting today, September 28th. I like to record my planting day and harvest day directly on the seed pack. It helps me to know if I should use this variety or this seed company if it performs as it's described. And so the seed pack says that this is an early heavy yielding and that it goes from planting to harvest in 41 days. Well, that's true because it's been 43 days. There's actually fruit all over. And I've noticed that the male flowers and the female flowers, which is really unusual, seem to come on at the same time. And it's producing a lot of female flowers. I also noticed that the flowers are open for more than just one day. Unlike zucchinis, where you get the flower one day that is open, one day to pollinate, this variety of the summer squash, the Dixie Hybrid, the flowers are opening 2 days in a row, sometimes 3 days. And I guess that's why it's such a heavy, early yielding um, plant. It seems that I have some kind of invader. And this time of year, I should not have squash bugs or vine boring beetles. But the evidence is there that something has kind of broken its way in. Okay, so let's harvest. Um, You can use either pruners or a knife, and you're just simply gonna snip as close to the base without actually damaging anything else. So I'm gonna take this one, and it's roughly 4 to 6 inches. Um, any bigger than 4 to 6 inches, and you may end up with a very seedy plant that's mushy on the inside. Ripeness to determine if it's ripe. You should just be able to make a small indentation with your fingernail, and this one does that. So this is perfect. I do see some damage on it. So it's at this time of the year, squirrels are really busy harvesting and putting things away, so they may explore your plant. And because this is in a grow bag, I may put it in a more sheltered area to prevent the squirrels from getting to it. So this one is the skinny one. This was actually the first one that developed. I'm going to take this off so that the plant can use its energy to produce better fruit. Okay, and in typical squash fashion, I will be checking this every day, looking for whoever the invader is who bit into my stem. And I will also be checking every day uh, just to make sure that the fruit is pulled off in a timely manner so that everything can ripen. So I have one, two, three, what looks like three fertilized or pollinated fruit. So I will check on that tomorrow to see if I can harvest anything. This is the cooler time of year, so it doesn't grow quite as fast as it would in the heat of the summer, but you still need to check often so that you don't get oversized squash. So you can see from all the flower growth, the production of the female flowers as well as the male flowers, that this is a highly productive yellow squash, as they all are. But as I mentioned, this is more of a bushing kind. Um, the growth pattern seems to be straight up. I'm using a tomato cage to kind of support it. I'm hoping to get just a little bit of a harvest before the first frost. So I'm roughly 20 days away from first frost. So whatever I get, I truly will appreciate. Um, and I'm pleased to see that this variety has produced fruit. And as I mentioned, this one is about 4.5, maybe 5, maybe 6 inches long. I would say more than 6 inches. So it is true to its word in that the seeds are 40 for me, 43 days from planting to harvest. And it looks like I can get a nice harvest off of this in the next 20 days. So thank you for watching. I hope that you're planting some joy. And if you're in zone 5, we are truly racing to the finish. We're trying to beat our first frost, which usually is October 15th.